describe my life before Christ in one word, I would say it would be dark. Just addictions, alcohol. I drank every day, even if I had the flu.
My life before Christ, in one word, is detached.
Sad.
Broken.
Vacant.
I struggled with loneliness and depression and suicide.
My life before Christ, in one word, I would say would be bitter. The things that I had gone through as a child, I didn't really know who to blame.
Before I came to Christ, I really struggled with my self-worth and value. I was very, very depressed.
It gripped me, and I was trying to escape.
I had gotten to the point where life didn't seem like it mattered anymore. Eventually, it just got to the point where I was trying not to slit my wrists.
I didn't really fully dedicate my life to God, so I was trying to serve multiple things or people, so I had nothing to live for.
I felt really guilty and ashamed for a lot of just acts that I had been committing, sin, whether it be sexually or drugs, really kind of just throwing my life down the drain.
I was living an empty life without purpose.
There was one night where I just had had enough, and I went to the cabinet, I grabbed a bottle of medicine pills, and I didn't care what it was and what it would do. And I opened it and I almost had the pills in my hand, and then I felt something stop me.
And at that point, I realized that I needed something to save me.
There's just a point in my life, I think, when the loneliness and just the anger and everything just kind of just all coincided, came together, and I decided that it was finally time for me to change my life.
I was at a worship night at my church at the time, and I saw all these people just worshiping the Lord, and they had so much joy and so much happiness, and I craved it and I wanted it, and I knew that the only way I could get to that point would be to fully surrender my life to the Lord and just live a life for Him.
You know, there comes a point in time where you have to leave your parents' faith and start your own walk with God.
One night when I was high on drugs and driving around and realized I was addicted to drugs and I needed God to get me off of them.
The point when I realized that I needed to turn to God was just a time when I was really sick and I was lost and desperate. I was actually sent to the hospital just because of my malnutrition. And I cried out to God, and I realized that I needed help.
What does my life look like now that I'm saved? Well, you know, I'm a pastor. I get the opportunity to be in ministry full time. I get to serve and pour into the future, which is the youth.
God has definitely restored my life, and He's brought me so much joy.
My life, what it looks like now that I'm saved is great, you know. I'm filled with peace, and I no longer care what other people think of me. Whether I'm cool enough, because God knows I'm cool, and that's all that matters.
My life now that I'm saved is blessed. I have an amazing family and an amazing church family and friends surrounding me.
It looks like I live for something. I'm not sad all the time, and I get to wake up and I'm happy because I know I got something to live for.
I'm really plugged into the church, and that's all by the grace of God. I'm plugged in with the youth. I help out with worship.
Now that I actually have somebody rooting for me, somebody who wants to be on my team, I feel like I can breathe again.
The word redemption means to me, I just see a $sign value, being redeemed, that I have value.
The word redemption means to me to be bought back and to be made whole again. It's inseparable from Christ. It's Christ hung on a cross and died and suffered the worst possible thing, so I don't have to.
I don't need to live with my suicidal tendencies. I don't need to live in loneliness. There are people that have been redeemed just like me, and it means I have a second chance.
Hi, my name is Matt.
Hi, I'm Emily. My name is Abby.
My name is Kayla.
And I'm with the But God Project.
I'm with the But God Project.
And I'm with the But God Project.